Welcome to our culinary journey through France. Today, we're exploring the top 10 iconic French foods that you absolutely must try. We're talking about the dishes that define French cuisine, the heart and soul of their culinary heritage. Get ready to dive into a world of buttery pastries, rich stews, and delicate flavors that will tantalize your taste buds. You might even learn a thing or two, you donkey. Right, you lot, listen up. Today, we're diving into something truly special. Let's start with the backbone of French cuisine, the baguette. This iconic bread is more than just a staple. It's a symbol of French culture and tradition. This ain't your average loaf of bread. The baguette is a masterpiece of simplicity and craftsmanship, requiring skill and precision to perfect. This, my friends, is a way of life. From breakfast to dinner, the baguette is a constant companion, a testament to the French way of savoring every bite. That golden crust, practically begging for a good crack, should be thin and crispy, giving way to a soft, airy interior. It's a delicate balance that takes years to master. You can smell it a mile away, the yeasty aroma drawing you into the boulangerie. It's an invitation you simply can't refuse. And don't even think about leaving without tucking one under your arm. It's practically illegal in France. The sight of people strolling with baguettes is as quintessentially French as the Eiffel Tower itself. The process of making a baguette is an art form. It starts with the dough, which is carefully kneaded and shaped by skilled hands. Each step is crucial to achieving that perfect texture and flavor. Scoring the dough is another critical step. Those cuts allow the bread to expand and develop its characteristic shape and crust. It's a small detail, but it makes all the difference. As the baguettes bake, the kitchen fills with that irresistible aroma. The crust turns a beautiful golden brown, signaling that they're almost ready to be enjoyed. When you finally sit down to enjoy a meal with a fresh baguette, it's more than just eating. It's an experience, a moment to be shared with loved ones. The simple act of breaking bread together is a celebration of life and community. In France, the baguette is more than just food. It's a part of daily life. It's woven into the fabric of society, a symbol of tradition and a source of pride. So next time you enjoy a baguette, remember, you're not just eating bread. You're partaking in a rich cultural heritage. Now, let's talk about breakfast French style. The croissant, ladies and gentlemen, is a masterpiece of pastry. Those delicate flaky layers achieved through hours of laminating dough and butter are enough to make a grown man weep. One bite, and you're transported to a Parisian cafe, sipping strong coffee and watching the world go by. But let me tell you, a proper croissant doesn't need any filling. It's perfect all on its own. Alright, enough with the light stuff. Let's get down to business with coq au vin. This is a dish that's been warming bellies and bringing families together for centuries. We're talking tender chicken, braised in red wine until it's practically falling off the bone. Add some smoky bacon, earthy mushrooms, and pearl onions, and you've got yourself a flavor bomb that'll blow your socks off. It's the kind of dish that gets better with age, just like a fine wine. Chapter 4. Ratatouille, a symphony of vegetables. Welcome to a journey through the heart of French cuisine, where vegetables take center stage in a dish that is as beautiful as it is delicious. Now, for those of you who think vegetables are boring, I'm here to prove you wrong. Ratatouille is a dish that transforms humble vegetables into a masterpiece. Imagine the vibrant colors and the fresh, earthy aromas filling your kitchen as you chop and prepare each ingredient. Ratatouille, originating from the south of France, is a celebration of fresh, vibrant produce. Tomatoes, zucchini, eggplant, and peppers are the stars of this dish. Each vegetable brings its own unique flavor and texture, creating a harmonious blend that is both satisfying and nutritious. All these vegetables are cooked down to a beautiful, colorful stew. The key is to cook them just enough to bring out their natural sweetness and flavors without losing their individual character. The result is a dish that is rich, hearty, and bursting with flavor. Each vegetable holds its own, creating a symphony of flavors that'll have you licking the plate clean. The combination of textures and tastes is truly magical. The soft, tender vegetables melt in your mouth, while the slight crunch of perfectly cooked peppers adds a delightful contrast. Don't even think about overcooking the vegetables. The secret to a perfect ratatouille lies in the balance of textures. You want each vegetable to be tender, yet still have a bit of bite. This ensures that every mouthful is a delightful experience. They need to have a bit of bite, you hear me? This is what makes ratatouille so special. It's not just a stew, it's a symphony of flavors and textures that come together to create something truly extraordinary. So next time you think vegetables are boring, remember ratatouille and let your taste buds be the judge. Command. Currently the VO is 320 words long. Chapter 5. Bouillabaisse, a taste of the Mediterranean. Next up, we're diving into the deep end with bouillabaisse, a dish that embodies the very essence of Mediterranean cuisine. This fish stew, hailing from the coastal city of Marseille, is not for the faint of heart. It's a culinary adventure that takes you straight to the heart of the Mediterranean Sea. We're talking a rich, flavorful broth simmered for hours with an assortment of fresh fish and shellfish. The preparation of bouillabaisse is an art form, requiring patience and precision to extract the maximum flavor from each ingredient. Think mussels, clams, monkfish, and whatever the catch of the day is. Each type of seafood brings its own unique texture and taste to the dish, creating a symphony of flavors that dance on your palate. The fishermen of Marseille bring in the freshest catch daily, ensuring that the bouillabaisse is always made with the best ingredients. The seafood market is a bustling hub of activity, with vendors proudly displaying their catch of the day. It's a dish that speaks of the sea, with a depth of flavor that'll knock your socks off. The experience of enjoying bouillabaisse at a seaside restaurant with the sound of waves crashing in the background is truly unforgettable. And don't forget the rouille, a garlicky mayonnaise that adds a touch of richness and heat. This vibrant sauce is traditionally spread on toasted bread and served alongside the bouillabaisse, adding an extra layer of complexity to the dish. Saffron, the golden spice, is another key ingredient in bouillabaisse. It infuses the broth with a warm, aromatic flavor and a beautiful golden hue. The use of saffron elevates the dish, making it a true culinary masterpiece. Bouillabaisse is more than just a meal, it's a social experience. In Marseille, it's common for friends and family to gather around a large pot of bouillabaisse, sharing stories and laughter as they savor each bite. The lively atmosphere of a Marseille restaurant, filled with the sounds of clinking glasses and cheerful conversation, adds to the charm of this beloved dish. The presentation of bouillabaisse is also a feast for the eyes. Chefs take great care in plating the dish, arranging the seafood artfully and garnishing it with fresh herbs. The result is a visually stunning dish that is as pleasing to the eye as it is to the palate. As the sun sets over the Marseille harbour, casting a golden glow over the city, there's no better way to end the day than with a bowl of bouillabaisse. It's a dish that captures the spirit of the Mediterranean, offering a taste of the sea and a glimpse into the rich culinary traditions of this vibrant region. So, whether you're a seasoned seafood lover or a curious foodie looking to try something new, bouillabaisse is a must-try. It's a dish that promises to delight your senses and leave you with a lasting impression of the Mediterranean's culinary magic. Join us next time as we continue our culinary journey through the Mediterranean, exploring more flavors and traditions that make this region so special. End of Chapter 5, Bouillabaisse, a taste of the Mediterranean. Chapter 6, Quiche Lorraine, savory pie perfection. Now let's talk about a classic French comfort food, quiche Lorraine. This savory pie, originating from the Lorraine region, is a thing of beauty. A flaky, buttery crust filled with a creamy custard of eggs, cream, and smoky bacon. It's the kind of dish that you can have for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it's always satisfying. Just make sure you get the crust nice and golden brown. You don't want a soggy bottom. Alright, you lot, time to step outside your comfort zone. Escargot or snails might not sound appetizing at first, but trust me on this one. Cooked properly with garlic, butter, and herbs, they're an absolute delicacy. The texture is tender, almost melting in your mouth, and the flavor is rich and earthy. Don't be afraid to use your bread to soak up all that delicious garlic butter. It's the best part. Now, let's talk about a French classic that's both versatile and delicious, the crepe. These thin, delicate pancakes can be filled with sweet or savory ingredients, making them the perfect breakfast, lunch, dinner, or dessert. From Nutella and bananas to ham and cheese, the possibilities are endless. The key is to get the crepe thin and evenly cooked, with a slight crisp around the edges. Listen up, because this one's a bit controversial. Foie gras, made from duck or goose liver, is a French delicacy that's been enjoyed for centuries. It's rich, buttery, and melts in your mouth like a dream. However, the ethical implications of its production have sparked debate worldwide. Whether you choose to indulge or not, there's no denying the unique flavor and texture of this luxurious ingredient. And finally, we end our culinary journey with a dessert that's as beautiful as it is delicious, tarte tatin. This upside-down apple tart is a true showstopper. Caramelized apples, cooked to perfection, are topped with a flaky pastry crust and baked until golden brown. The result is a symphony of textures and flavors, with the sweetness of the apples perfectly balanced by the buttery crust. It's the perfect way to end a meal, or to simply indulge your sweet tooth. Thanks for joining us on this delicious tour of French cuisine. From the humble baguette to the luxurious foie gras, French food is a celebration of flavor, tradition, and culinary excellence. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more culinary adventures. Until next time, bon appétit!